Hey guys, what's going on? It's King Clutch here, and today guys, we're back in the NBA 2K20. I hope you guys are having a great day and everything's going well for you. I'm going to be showing you guys how you can create Dirk Nowitzki here in NBA 2K20, guys. I'm going to be making this a power forward. You could make this build the center if you would like. Either one works. I'm going to make it a power forward because it seems like Dirk generally played power forward. Handedness doesn't really matter. Jersey number, I put 41 because that was Dirk's number. Now when it comes to this skill breakdown, for this, I honestly feel like there's two choices. There was one I was thinking originally, but then I ended up not deciding with that. And that was this shooting and playmaking pie chart. The reason being the playmaking is because I was like, I want my post moves to be really high with this build, you know, because Dirk could do a lot of post moves, he could do his post fades and things like that. But the more I thought about it, I was like, why? There's not really much of a point in going with that pie chart. I'm better off because if you look at these playmaking stats, you get an 83 pass accuracy, a 64 ball handle, and an 85 post move. And post move is the thing I'm the most concerned about. I want my post moves to be as high as we can get. But if we look here at this at the finishing and shooting pie chart, your post moves only goes down by 1. So to me, you're better off going with this one because you can get the Hall of Fame finishing and shooting badges. And defensive stats really don't matter because, you know, Dirk, he was more of an offensive player than a defensive player. His defense was still good, but he was more looked at as a shooter and a, you know, a playmaker and a finisher for the team. I'm gonna go with that one there, but I guess realistically I feel like this is the best pie chart to pick for this Dirk build. I wouldn't really go pure speed. I mean, I guess you could. Me personally, whenever I make big guy builds, big man builds, power forwards or centers, I always like to go balanced because I feel like that's what defines most of them the most. Unless it's like a Dennis Rodman build where really all you're concerned about is strength. A Shaq build where generally you're just concerned about your strength. But for this build, I feel like going balanced is most likely the best choice. That gives you a 68 speed, a 63 excel, a 79 strength, and a 65 vertical. But overall, I'm gonna go balance. You can go ahead and really pick whatever you'd like, but I feel like for Dirk, this is the best option. When it comes to this potential, what I'm gonna do is max out my close shot, my driving layup, my driving dunk, my standing dunk, my post hook. I'm gonna take this post hook down to, I think, an 84 to give me still 20 finishing badges. I'm gonna go ahead and max out all this shooting stats here, the mid-range, 3-point, the free throw, the post fade, obviously. Now, what you could do is take this free throw down to an 81 if you'd like. I'm just gonna leave it at an 83 though. Now when it comes to this playmaking, I'm going to max out the ball handle and obviously these post moves. This is going to give me 8 playmaking badges. Now when it comes to this, if you'd like, you can go ahead and just max out the pass accuracy, and then these last 70 points, since Dirk really wasn't too big on defense, you know, that's not what we're trying to get. You can go ahead and max out your interior D and your defensive rebound. Overall, guys, this is going to give you a 59 badge build, which is pretty good. Now it's definitely more tailored toward the offensive end of the ball than the defensive end. I just feel like it's really not worth touching any of the other defensive stats. And these defensive rebound stats, you could really put wherever else you'd like. I just threw them on there. It seems like that is the one that usually, if it does give you badge points, is your defensive rebound. But you could go ahead and throw those wherever you'd like. I feel like interior D is obvious, but then the last ones you could put on, you know, offensive rebound if you feel like you'd rather have that. Well, this is a pretty good build offensively. You're able to score pretty much anywhere, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that. When it comes to the body shape, I would say Dirk, you know, it would probably be solid or probably built. I'm gonna go built just because generally that's how I usually have most of my players, but you could make a Dirk build solid or compact even, or just like whatever you prefer. I'm just gonna go defined because generally that's how I like most of my players, but I really don't feel like your body shape has too much of an impact on how you actually play, but we're gonna go with that. So guys, Dirk is like listed, I've seen him listed anywhere from like 7 foot to 7'1" to 7'2" to 6'11". I'm gonna make this build 6'11". The only reason I'm not gonna make him 7 foot, like online it says he is 7 foot. I'm not gonna make him 7 foot though. I don't want to take too much of a hit on my speed and everything. I'm like, we'll go 6'11" because most people's centers are generally 7 foot. You can sometimes see 7'3" centers, but not very often. We're just gonna go 6'11" because then it doesn't take as big of a hit in our shooting stats. And our ball handle especially, but I'm gonna go 6'11". You could go 7 foot though if you'd like, but we're gonna go with the 6'11" height. Dirk, he's listed online as 245. 245 is a good weight, but what I'm gonna do is actually see if we can take this maybe down and see if there's any good spot. Now it looks like when we go down, all we lose is interior D. We don't gain anything. We go up, we can gain a strength. So realistically, I'm just gonna go with Dirk's legitimate weight at 245. That way we get a +1 to our interior D, a +1 to our strength. We lose an excel and a vertical. I feel like that's a good weight. It's not really, and really you could just leave it at 240 if you'd like to not mess with it. 240 is a good option too. For some reason, I can't find Dirk's wingspan on the internet. I don't know why. It's just not there for some reason. But with this wingspan, I feel like realistically, you could leave it in the middle. You could maybe go up one. But what I'm gonna do is take it down to this 86. And really, actually, you could bring it all the way down. you could honestly minimize this wingspan realistically, because when you're looking at this, you chuck down this wingspan. By the time you get to the 86.1, all you're losing is a -1 in your steal. You keep going down, you don't lose anything else. It's only positives. So if you want to max out your shooting stats as much as possible, you might as well minimize it. But I don't want to do that because I don't want to like completely kill my arm size, my arm wingspan. I want to be able to contest some shots. So I'm going to go 86, but you could easily minimize this if you just want to focus on shooting. We're going to go with the 86-inch wingspan. Takeovers. Realistically, either of these takeovers are good. Post scoring or spot up shooter. Spot up shooter could be really cheesy with this build. I'm going to go post scoring because realistically we can get, this should help with our shooting stats even from deep. So we can go with this, and it will also help with our, our post moves, obviously, because that's what Dirk was known for his post fades. That's like the iconic thing that everyone knows Dirk for, so I'm going to go with that, but you could go spot up shooter if you'd like, but I'm going to go with the post scoring takeover because I feel like that is what resembles Dirk. So we are going to get an interior finisher similar to Kevin Love, Dirk Nowitzki, and Blake Griffin. Now, I mean, these are cool. I like it. Actually shows Dirk's name, which is sick. I really don't think this is an interior finisher though. I just wish it would say like deep range post scorer or something, but it doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the badges I would throw on this build to get this up to a 99 overall. For this one defensive badge, I'm going to put it on Intimidator. You could go ahead and put it wherever you'd like, maybe Rim Protector or maybe Interceptor, but really you only have one, so I'm just going to go Intimidator. Realistically, this could go wherever you'd like. We're just going to put it there. Now, when it comes to these playmaking badges, guys, we got 17. So with these, what I'm going to do is I'm putting quick first step on gold. I want to be able to dribble with this build, and obviously dribbling is not like your huge thing, but you want to be able to create your own shot. Now, I'm going to put bailout on bronze. I want to be able to pass out of layup attempts with this build if we don't get a good animation. I feel like put it on bronze, you might as well use it. Now I'm going to put Dream Shake on gold. I feel like when you want to do fakes in the post, you're going to want to be able to use Dream Shake to, get more open on those. Now as well, we're going to put Post Spin Technician on gold. I feel like that is a great option because this will help you be able to, work better in the post. You can do your post spins and things like that. And then I'm going to put Unpluckable on gold. Again, some people feel Unpluckable doesn't work really. You can leave this on silver. And then you'd save you a little bit of points. I'm just going to leave it on silver. You can easily put it on gold though. And then I'm going to put Break Starter on gold just because you're probably going to be getting rebounds with this build and you want to be able to kick out of those rebounds. Now, realistically, we don't have very many playmaking badges to choose from. 17 is a lot for this build. So what we could do is throw these on Needle Threader, which would be a good option, and really downhill could work for this build, but really I don't think you need it. You're not going to be the one pushing the ball up the floor, so you really don't need it. Flashy Passer, I really don't know why you're going to be throwing flashy passes with this build to begin with. Fast Fake Maestro, I feel like this is the most pointless badge in the game, and you can maybe do Lob City Passer if you want to be able to throw lobs, which is a good option. I'm just going to put these on Bailout up to gold so we can actually pass out of attempts with this, and it should be more successful, but if you wanted, you could just throw these on like Needle Threader if you feel like Needle Threader works. But we're just going to use Bailout, guys. This is what I would do for these playmaking badges. We have quite a few of them, which is great. Now, when it comes to these shooting badges, I'm going to put Quick Draw on silver. Again, that's just where I like it. Some people like it on Hall of Fame. You can put it wherever you'd like. I'm leaving it on silver. Now, I'm going to put Range Extender on Hall of Fame. Dirk needs that. That's an obvious badge we're going to throw on there. Now, I'm also going to put Deadeye on gold. I feel like Dirk could shoot amazing. That's his main thing, was shooting was his main way of scoring. So we're going to go with that, and I feel like that's a great badge to have. I'm going to put Corner Specialist on bronze. I've seen such a dramatic difference between a build that doesn't have good shooting stats, can shoot so much better with having bronze Corner Specialist. This build can shoot. So adding bronze corner should help us even hit those even more. And I feel like catch and shoot should be a badge you could throw on here just to help, so you can catch in the catch and shoot, especially if it's in the corner, you got both of those working at the same time. That's up. Now I'm going to put Deep Fades on Hall of Fame. I feel like that is a badge that Dirk kind of coined, so he obviously needs that. Now with these last ones, guys, I feel like you could throw a, clutch shooter on a Dirk build. But with these last 6 points, I'm going to put Hot Zone Hunter on gold, and again, if you don't have any hot zones, don't use this badge. You could throw Volume Shooter. That's a good option as well, and Green Machine would be another good option. I'm going to go Volume Shooter, but you could easily put these on Green Machine. Realistically, I feel like a lot of these badges would help define Dirk, but I feel like these are some good shooting badges we can put on this Dirk Nowitzki build, guys. And now when it comes to these finishing badges, I feel like since you're going to be backing people down, you may not necessarily want to go all the way to the rim. I would put Backdown Punisher on gold. You could easily put it on Hall of Fame, though. Now, I'm also going to put Drop Stepper on golds. With this build, you're going to want to be able to do some drop steps occasionally, so it's a good badge to have. What else I would do is I'm going to put Deep Hooks on silver, because with this build, you want to be able to possibly score hooks. If you're not going to be shooting hooks, don't use. Feel like there might be some times where you want to do some hook shots. Now, I'm going to put Contact Finisher on Hall of Fame. That's an obvious one. You're going to want to put it there. I'm going to put Giant Slayer on silver in case you go up 7-3 centers. It's a necessity. You probably would want it, and that's a 4-inch difference in height, so you might as well use it. I'm going to put Relentless on silver, Slithery on silver. Those are badges I like to use on guards, but especially on this build, I feel like it could be nice. Now with these last ones, what you could do is put this on Pro Touch. I would say Fancy Footwork is another good one to use, or Consistent Finisher, or even Cross Key Scorer. Those are another 4 badges you could use, maybe instead of deep hooks if you don't want to use that. I'm going to put these on Fancy Footwork. Just how OP hop steps and Euro steps are this year, I'm going to put it on there. But overall, you could pick some of these other ones if you feel like Deep Hooks doesn't work, or Slithery, or Giant Slayer doesn't work very well. But I feel like these are some great finishing badges you can use on this Dirk Nowitzki build, guys. And please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and do enjoy these 2K20 builds. We'll have plenty of 2K21 builds coming when the game does come out, guys. But anyways, it's been King Clutch here. Hopefully you guys are in the video. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, and peace out, guys. Thanks.